Today we're going to look at a page from our math book where we see a mom and a little girl at the grocery store, and we're going to do some story problems to go along with this picture that you see. So for this, you might need a piece of paper and a pencil. So pause the video and get those things and then come on back. All right, so let's see what we see in the picture. There's the word bread, and there's some bread and some bagels, which is made out of bread. And we have some vegetables. I see 2 heads of lettuce, they're called, some carrots and some potatoes. And then we have some fruit, some apples, bananas, and oranges. And then in their cart, I think this is some boxes of cereal. So we're going to start over looking at the bread. You're at the grocery store and you're shopping for some bread. Just the loaves of bread for this one. There are 3 loaves of bread on the top shelf and 3 loaves of bread on the shelf under that. How many loaves of bread are there at the grocery store? So what you'll have to write down is what I will put over here with my red marker. So there are 3 loaves of bread on the top shelf right here. And there are 3 loaves of bread on the shelf underneath that. How many loaves of bread are there at the grocery store altogether? So is this a plus or a takeaway problem? Are we putting these 2 numbers together to find how many in all, or are we taking anything away? Let me read it for you one more time. There are 3 loaves of bread on the top shelf and 3 loaves of bread under that. How many are at the grocery store all together? We're going to do plus. So you should be writing this equation on your paper. A story problem tells a story, and then you should be able to make an equation to go along with. So that's what we're doing on the side here. Now we have to figure out what 3 plus 3 is. So we could use our fingers, but we have a drawing, a picture right here, so we could count. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 loaves of bread at the grocery store. Pause the video if you need to catch up, and then we're going to do another problem. The next problem, story problem, is going to be about some fruit. So we're going to look at the fruit this time. There are some oranges down here and bananas at the grocery store. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oranges and 4 bananas. How many oranges and bananas does the grocery store have? All together. So is this a plus come together problem or a takeaway problem? It is a plus. So let's figure out what numbers we're going to use. I kind of did this in the wrong order this time. There are 5 oranges. So I have to write the number 5, and you should be writing the number 5. And since we said it's a coming together, nothing's going away, it's a plus problem. So we have 5 oranges and how many bananas? 1, 2, 3, 4 bananas. So we want to know how many oranges and how many bananas this grocery store has. So how are we going to find out what 5 oranges plus 4 bananas equals? We'll have to count. So here's my 5 oranges, 6, 7, 8, 9. Altogether, this grocery store has, in bananas and oranges, 9. Pause the video if you need to catch up, and then we're going to do another one. All right, so this time we're going to look at the donuts. Oh, Did I call them bagels before? They are bagels, I think. Well, but you know what? Donuts are so yummy. Let's call them donuts. I called them bagels, but we're going to change them to donuts. Let's see. There are 8 donuts at the grocery store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 donuts at the grocery store. And I want to go and buy some of these donuts. So I buy to take home 4 donuts. How many donuts are left for other people to buy? So we have to figure out, this is the right order this time. Are we going to do plus plus or minus takeaway? Things are getting smaller. Let me tell you the story one more time. The grocery store has 8 donuts, and we can see them there on the shelf. And then I come and buy 4 of them. How many are left? This is a takeaway, a subtraction problem. Once I take some away, there's not going to be 8 anymore. So if 8 people came there, they wouldn't be able to get their donuts because I will have bought some already. How many do I need to cross out? 4 of them. So I'm going to just put a slash through 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you came to the grocery store after me, how many donuts could you buy? Could you buy all 8? No, because these 4 are gone. How many do you have to choose from? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could have 4 donuts too, just like me. Remember, when we do takeaway problems or subtraction, we don't erase the objects or the picture or a drawing. We cross them out. That way we can see that we started with 8 and I took 4 away. If I erase, I might think I only started with 4 and it gets confusing. So remember, with subtraction, you cross out, don't erase. We're going to do one more problem. So pause the video if you need to catch up. We're going to look at the oranges again. So I'm going to erase my dots over here just so that it's a little easier to look at. The grocery store has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oranges. And let's see. Oh, is it going to finish? There we go. Let's use a ladies. A ladies comes to the grocery store. Although, does she like oranges? I don't think she does. Well, that's okay. We'll pretend she does for this one. A ladies comes to the grocery store to buy 5 oranges. How many oranges are left for Christian to buy? So let me say that again. There are 5 oranges. We see them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oranges on the shelf. And then a lady comes and buys 5 oranges. So is that a takeaway or put together? Is she bringing more oranges to the store, or is she taking them away from the store? She's taking them away. So that's a takeaway, a subtraction. And how many does she take away? 5. So let's cross out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many oranges are left for Christian to buy? Oh, 0. Poor Christian doesn't get any oranges. Sorry, Christian. Sad Christian. So there are still some food on here that we didn't use for any story problems. So you could tell a story problem or make an equation to go with one and share it with someone at home, or you could share it with me and I could solve it. It could be your picture for today. You could read your story problem out loud in a video and share it with me. But pictures like this in any book, it doesn't have to be your math book. It could be a story book or one of the Super Kids books. You can make story problems and equations to go with anything. So, friends, you can do it with things at home. You can do it, like I said, in other books. But the more practice we get with story problems where we're putting actions to these equations and to these numbers, the better you're going to get at them. Great job, everybody.